So, I don't really follow the Olympics because, honestly, they all just kind of suck compared to me, you know? It's just frustrating watching them. People are celebrating, and I'm like, I could do that. And, yeah, just why even bother? But, cringe? You're cringe! Anyway, so there's been some drama lately because a person by the name of Simone Biles, which is quite the name, a gymnast, recently stirred up a little bit of controversy by apparently being basically a demigod, as I understand it, but then not doing some cool demigod stuff at this Olympic event. I wouldn't be going over this if there wasn't some inciting incident, so here's Charlie Kirk getting ratioed into oblivion. We're going to be talking to this guy in a few days. Very odious man.
Biles, who's obviously a very talented gymnast, decided not to compete in the gold medal competition. Now, she
cited mental health issues. It seems like she underperformed on a series of vaults. And after that, she left the stage for a while, came back. Not stage, the platform for a while, came back. And then pulled out because she was having some mental health difficulties. Which, okay.
Probably could have just competed and just kind of checked the boxes, and they would have got a gold medal. Simone Biles says, this Olympic Games, I wanted to be for myself when I came in, and I felt like I was still doing it for other people, as she cried after the team event on Tuesday. So that just, it like hurts my heart because doing what I love has been kind of taken away from me to please other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath.
Look at this completely manufactured outrage, by the way. I can assure you with 100% certainty that Charlie Kirk doesn't personally give a fuck about this. But there was a tweet, and this is the tweet we're looking at this from, that I quite liked. Here. From Adam Sewer. Obviously, this is a dumb remark, but more interesting is that every Trumpist pundit understands the ravenous appetite their audiences have for belittling the tremendously successful black people they see on television and rushes to meet every opportunity to do it. And I think that's about as clean and concise an explanation of this as you're going to get, you know? I don't think Charlie Kirk cares about this. I don't think he cares about this at all, in the slight. I don't think he cares. His outrage is completely phony. I am unconvinced. However, there are a lot of people who care about the Olympics and care about the national representation of the United States. And to those people, he speaks. Come on, Twitter. Come on, Twitter. You can do it. Come on, Twitter. Come on. Maybe he doesn't speak.
Other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you selfish sociopath. You kidding me?
Look at that. It's just so it's just like so forced, you know?
You're selfish sociopath.
He actually says selfless to begin with. Like he was so uncommitted to the denunciation that he actually said the opposite word.
You're selfish sociopath? You kidding me? Today it's like, you know what? I'm not going to do something stupid and get hurt. It's just not worth it. Especially when you have like 3 amazing athletes that can step up to the plate and do it. So you know who has the gold medal? Russia.
You have a problem with Russia? Wasn't the line from the Trump community the whole past 5 years? It was like, we're making friends with Russia now. Hillary Clinton would have gone to war with them, but now Russia was friends with us.
Russia. I have to go look at these 4'11" Russian Olympians chewing on their gold medals, smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that. But honestly, that's where we're...
He's got the American flag cap on for this, too. Okay, Russia's banned from the Olympics. I know. It's Russian athletes. Yeah.
Headed. We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles. Again.
Wait, hold on.
A generation of weak people like Simone Biles.
Weak people like Simone Biles. Could you have listed like any other human? I just looked this up on Wikipedia while we were looking at the January 6th stuff, and apparently she's like inhumanly good. Do you see all of the gold medals on the right-hand side of this screen? Do you see? Are you looking at this? She has more gold medals than any gymnast in all of history. She's insane. Look at this. Where is it? Biles is the gymnast with the most world medals and the most world gold medals, having surpassed Vitaly Sherbo's world record of 23 world medals by winning her 24th and 25th, both gold, at the 2019 competition. She's the female gymnast with the most world all-around titles, etc., etc., etc. Like, basically physically flawless human being. And younger than me. Somehow. I mean, I guess you have to be pretty young to do gymnast stuff, right? There's no way, like, old people bones could handle the shit they have to do. You know? I doubt it. I can't imagine being 40 and doing gymnastics. Anyway, okay, wait, that's her at 2016. So apparently she's the GOAT. And then if we scroll down a little bit here, this is, by the way, just a very long list of testaments to her physical strength. There was a 46-year-old gymnast in Tokyo. Oh, that's nice. Good for them. Anyway, where it is. There they go. Withdrew midway from the United States Olympics team, citing mental health concerns after a poor performance. Yeah, okay. So, just so you guys know, and I say this with great personal experience, doing gymnastics is really hard. And if you're not on your game, you could get hurt. And because you're like a 130-pound missile flying through the air, I don't know what she weighs, at high speeds, pirouetting and spinning, you could potentially injure yourself really severely, possibly even permanently, if you're not on your game. If a person's not on their game, they shouldn't compete. Simple as. Just speaking as an individualist and not as a collectivist, like Charlie Kirk, I think that the Olympics are a celebration of the athletes, not the country. If the athlete, who has the right to quit if they want, quits, that's their right. You think that Simone winning all these golds says anything about your weak, flabby body, Charlie Kirk? The funniest thing is that apparently, like, today, there was a commercial that aired on Fox News where he talks about his back pain.
About a year ago, I could barely walk down the street or sit in a chair for more than 10 minutes without horrible pain. And now look at me. I'm here to tell you about...
I'm looking, Charlie. And hey, as a guy with back pain in the past myself, I gotta say I sympathize. But having experienced back pain, I really, really wouldn't call Simone Biles a weak person because it makes you look really dumb. Perfect pause? I didn't even see. Oh, wow. That is really bad. Okay.
Again, if you want to be... If she got all these mental health problems, don't show up.
What? That's not how mental health problems work. What? You're booked for the Olympics like years beforehand. No, what he means is like don't sign up for the Olympics, but like you book for it like way before. So what, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a mental health problem in 11 months? What? What? No, he's saying don't show up as in don't be part of the team, not don't show up as in don't actually show up to the event after being part of the team.
She's an incredible athlete. Of course she's an incredible athlete. I'm not saying... I just said she's probably the greatest gymnast of all time. She's also very selfish. She's immature. And she...
Wait, immature? Wait, where are you getting this from? Okay, selfish if you believe that she should be some, like, mindless slave to the national interest. Fine. But where are you getting immature from? I mean, she's literally, like, a kid, like, 24. I guess that's not a kid, but she's pretty young for, like, the GOAT, I guess. Is that what you mean? That she's young?
He is a shame to the country.
Oh.
She's totally a sociopath. Of course she's a sociopath.
Wait! Okay, hold on. Charlie Kirk, quickly Googling, what are bad words I can say about somebody? That's what he's got his laptop there for, his Mac Air, you know? What are bad words I can say about a person, you know? Okay. All right, there are the slurs, and okay, we have selfish, you know, we've got weak, we've got a sociopath. What is he saying? Sociopath? He's saying that because she's black, that's it? Maybe? I will say that, like, completely unwarranted jabs at people do seem to happen way more often if the deliverer are Republicans and the recipients are people of color. That does seem to happen more often, you know? I don't know, but it's impossible to prove. Like, that specific.
Andrew said she's not a sociopath. What kind of person skips the gold medal match? Who does
Wait,
that?
that's not
It's
what's
a shame to the nation. You just gave a gift to the Russians. Don't show up.
You mean like when Trump's administration met with Russian officials and said that they would be revoking sanctions as soon as they became like that gift? Like that one?
If you're not ready for the big time, we got thousands of young female gymnasts that would love to take the place. Thousands. Simone Biles just showed the rest of the nation that when things get tough, you shatter into a million pieces.
Let me just scroll over the list of gold medals again. There's not a broader political... by the way, here were instances where the going got tough. You know, now, you may have proved yourself by demonstrating that you're an athlete of almost unparalleled quality. Like, you may be, and I'm not exaggerating here, Simone, a basically physically perfect human being who has put your athleticism on the line dozens of times and outperformed everyone in all of history. But this means you're weak, sorry. When the going gets tough, I guess you just fold because this one time you took a mental health day. You know? Yeah, you may be, like, basically flawless. Simone was one of the ones who was sexually assaulted by that doctor who assaulted all the U.S. women's gymnasts, Larry Nassar, if you remember that story. I do remember that story. Ah, nice. So the mental health issues may actually have been from sexual abuse. Sociopath. So selfish. And meanwhile, here's Charlie Kirk on Twitter. I've said it before. I don't think Charlie Kirk believes a goddamn thing that he said. You're gonna go all Charlie out in this? It's not really a call people out environment. Charlie will just do or say anything that kind of leans into the conservative market. Like I said before, the best example is can I get this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I love this so much, dude. So here's Charlie Kirk in 2020 when Trump is in office. Senate Republicans are introducing legislation to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Barack Obama and Joe Biden were in the White House for 8 years. Why didn't they ever do it? So, like, yeah, Trump's showing Obama by doing this cool anti-racist thing now. Haha. Here's Charlie Kirk in 2021 when Joe Biden is in office. Lincoln knew America's founding was July 4th, 1776. He knew that was the day our amazing nation made a step from ideal to reality. Juneteenth is an affront to the unity of July 4th. We now have 2 summer holidays. One of them is based on race. Shame on the GOP for supporting this. So, again, Charlie Kirk is a hollow person who doesn't actually believe anything. The funny thing is that these are perfectly identical situations. Both of them are Juneteenth being made a law, or potentially being made a law in Donald Trump's case, after George Floyd was murdered. And in this one, he's fine with it, and in this one, he's not. And the only thing that's changed is the administration. That's it. No beliefs, no thoughts, just